chronology, this 6,000-year dismal history that we call human history is about to end. And time is about to end, because time is a dimension, but it's a temporary dimension, because time, in essence, runs out of time. But there's a dimension outside of time called eternity where God exists. And for those people who have accepted Christ, you will move out of time into eternity. And you will live in an eternal world with God, and you will live in paradise, not an Islamic paradise with beds and virgins. You will live in a complex, artistic, musical, wondrous paradise of reality, where you will have a purpose and a destiny, the releasing of your talents, the deep healing of your mind and your body, and you will become a new man and a new woman, and you will be given mental powers and powers that you don't have down here on earth. And all things will be restored. You see, Christ will come back to this earth once and for all, because he's waiting patiently. But he comes back to earth once and for all to destroy the armies of evil. And he will sentence the false prophet and the Antichrist and Satan into the lake of fire, where they will exist forever and ever in kind of a cosmic prison. And he will bring about a new heaven and a new earth. And that's cause for rejoicing. You look in Revelation and you see how people are worshiping God around the throne. And if you read carefully, it's obvious that these millions of people who are worshiping God around the throne are in a place of ecstasy. Every moment gets more ecstatic and more ecstatic. And they are experiencing a joy that transcends any joy that you could experience down here on earth. And you see, the redemption of mankind comes to pass. And it's like God takes a gigantic eraser and erases the nightmare that's been going on for thousands of years. And he brings back into existence paradise, which was his intention for man to begin with. And sadly to say, if you're listening to me and you're a communist or whatever you are, and you've rejected the true God, the biblical God, if you maintain that posture of rebellion, you will be banished forever, and you won't make it to paradise. I'm Paul McGuire. Get my copy of my book, The Day the Dollar Died, and go to paulmcguire.com. Hi, I'm Paul McGuire, and we're talking about the end of the age. So, we're in the climax of human history. The fulfillment of all the ancient prophecies are coming true in our lifetime. By the way, the Vatican has repeatedly come out with announcements saying that they believe in extraterrestrial life. You know why they're doing that? Because they don't want to get caught, and this is not an anti-Catholic statement, so if you're Catholic, please don't get offended. But they don't want to get caught with their pants down. Because you see, centuries ago, they claimed falsely, they said something that the Bible didn't say. They said that the earth was the center of the universe. And the astronomer Copernicus said, no, the earth is not the center of the universe. And they were embarrassed for centuries because science disproved their doctrine. So now they're trying to do a preemptive strike in case man, either through lies, says there's life on other planets, or they actually find, it's possible they will find microbes or living organisms on other planets, or they may even find the existence of extraterrestrial life. Who knows? Even if that's the case, that doesn't disprove the Bible, because the Bible is silent about life on other planets. It doesn't say that there is or isn't. But we do know that there are beings in other dimensions, angelic beings and demonic beings, that are capable of space travel, interplanetary travel, interdimensional travel. So we know that there are living beings besides human beings that exist in another dimension and are capable of coming through portals into our dimension. Now, the human race is coming to a conclusion. The world government that Daniel predicted is being born, the fourth beast, the revived Roman Empire. A coming one world religion is about to emerge. And instead of it being a time of fear, it should be a time of great anticipation and hope for those people who believe in the Messiah, Jesus Christ. Because you see, when the sign of the fig tree begins to emerge, as Christ said, which was a parable about the nation of Israel, because Israel is the fig tree nation. When the leaves of the fig tree start to go forth, Christ said that his coming is very, very near. Well, the leaves of the fig tree are going forth, and we know that the return of Christ is very, very near. So this 6,000 year, if it is 6,000 years, and that's speculative on my part, I don't know the exact